Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. I'm continuing a series on looking at all of the scales and showing you how to play them on the piano, and also why it is that we have to keep adding all of these extra sharps and flats. I think it's really helpful if you can understand why it is we play these notes rather than just mechanically playing them without any understanding. To me, there's less satisfaction in that. So I enjoy getting behind why it is that we have to do all of these things. If it is that you're not sure why it is that I'm adding all of these extra flats and sharps in the key signatures and all these extra accidentals as we're going along, pop back to the various videos. I've put the links at the end of the video and also in the description below to show you things like the circle of fifths, explaining why it is we keep progressing around and adding sharps and flats in the key signatures, and also the construction of the minor scales are also there to show why it is that we're playing these notes. Scales are really good for you. There's lots of reasons why we should practice them. In fact, there's a whole video explaining that. I just wax lyrical on why it is these scales are good for you. However, we'll just crack on for now, and we're looking at the scales of G minor. And we'll begin by looking at the harmonic minor form. The harmonic minor form ascends and descends with the same set of notes. Now, G minor is related to B flat major. B flat major is in the flat key signatures, and so we have a key signature now of B flat and E flat. So that will occur and be relevant in all these minor scale forms. So the harmonic minor form has the key signature of B flats and E flats, but then it also has an accidental of a raised seventh, which in this case will be an F sharp. It's not possible to have flats and sharps in a key signature. That just doesn't make sense. It doesn't work within the formula. The flats are the key signature, and the raised seventh is always added as an accidental dotted throughout the scale. That's another clue as well that can show you that you're actually playing in the key of G minor. If there's lots of F sharps dotted around, that raised seventh is always an accidental. The fingering pattern is the same, 3-4-3 fingering, so that's pretty straightforward. And in the right hand, it just fits in quite nicely with the black note groups, so that really helps you here. That's nice and simple. So let's have a little look. So we've got G, A, B flat, tuck under after 3, make sure that you get all the way to C, because we don't want B flat and B. That would give the key allocation twice, where we need to get to the next step, which is C. E flat is your key signature, raised seventh, accidental of F sharp. That takes us to finger 4, so tuck under. B flat, after 3 we tuck under all the way to C. E flat, stretch to F sharp. Back we go. There's that bridge pattern we can look for. 3 over, 4 over onto your sharp, stretch to the flat. 3 over is your flat, and that takes us to the end. The only thing I would suggest you perhaps watch out for, a little pitfall, is I visualise that as like a little bridge section from the E flat to the F sharp. However, make sure that you don't change key and end up going from the B flat to the C sharp. Make sure you get the correct group here, otherwise you'll end up changing key to D minor, which isn't helpful. Let's have another look at that. 3 under, 4 under, there's our B flat, 3 under, E flat, F sharp. 3 over, 4 over to your sharp, stretch to your flat, 3 over. The principle remains the same in the left hand. It's the same set of notes. So we've got the key signature of B flats and E flats. We've got the raised sevenths of F sharps. It's still the same 3-4-3 pattern. It just doesn't fit quite so comfortably in your left hand, so that your fingering doesn't always work in with these black note groups. But the principle's the same. So let's have a little go. B flat, 3 over to the E flat, stretch to the F sharp, 4 over now, B flat, make sure you get all the way to C, 3 over E flat, stretch to your raised 7th, F sharp, finish. Now back we go, 3 under, 4 under, 3 under, and finish. So by all means, have a little practice of that. Pause the video, have a go, go back, look at it again, and just get that under your fingers, hands separately. But now we'll press on and we'll look at that hands together. And when you feel like you're ready, you can drop back into the video and try it hands together. And so because we're going to go in similar motion, the flats and sharps will occur at the same time. So we're looking at the black and white fingering groupings working the same. However, the actual fingering patterns will occur alternately. So your right hand will lead as you work your way up. Your left hand will lead the way with the fingering as you descend. Let's have a look at that. So your right hand will lead with 3, tuck under. Now 3 over with your left. 4 in your right, tuck under. Now 4 over in your left. 3, tuck under, 3 in your left now, stretch to finish. Now your left will lead the fingering, 3 under, right has 3 over now, left has 4, then under, right is 4 over, left is 3, then under, right is 3 over. So practice that very, very slowly. You have to play it quite slowly and woodenly to begin with. However, once you feel like you've got that under your fingers, if you then think in twos, that helps it to flow more rhythmically. Let's have a go at that then. That's G harmonic minor in similar motion, going in the same direction. Let's now apply that G harmonic minor in contrary motion. So we're going to go hands together in opposite directions. It's not an overly difficult one to play. You just need to watch out because you're going to have your F sharp straight away in your left and then you'll have your 2 flats together. So it works in that you've got a sort of a 2 against 1 black key pattern going on at the same time. The fingering is still the 3-4-3 standard fingering pattern, and so that's going to work simultaneously, and that will help you also. I think just one word of caution, just be careful. I always imagine that this E flat to F sharp makes kind of a bridge, and just make sure that you position that correctly here on E flat to F sharp, and don't suddenly drop that down to here, B flat to C sharp, and then you'll suddenly be changing key to D minor. So we definitely need the B flat to C natural and then the E flat to F sharp. However, it's not a difficult one to play, so let's have a little go. Here we go then, G's. Here's your F sharp, both flats, 3s tuck outwards, both flats, F sharp, 4s tuck outwards, F sharp, flats, tuck outwards, flats, F sharp, finish. Back in we come. So here's our F sharp, flats, 3s over, F sharp, 4s over, there's your F sharp and flats, 3s over, F sharp to finish. And that's it. Let's have one more little go. It's impossible to look in both directions at once, so I just tend to concentrate on my left hand and just keep dodging my gaze to the right hand to just keep things in check. But it's as simple as that, just keep practicing and you'll soon get it. So now let's have a look at G minor scale, but we'll look at the melodic minor form. Let's look at the right hand first of all. So the principle remains that we still have our related key of B flats and E flats, but we now have to change the accidentals. So as we ascend, we have to add a raised sixth and a raised seventh. And then as we descend, it's key signature only. So let's look at how that works out on the piano. So our key signature would be B flats and E flats. So there's 1, 2, 3, tuck under, 4, 5. So this is 6, so we have to raise the E flat to E natural. This is 7th, so we have to raise it as a sharp, tuck under after 4. So B flat is our key signature, tuck after 3. E natural is an accidental to raise the 6th. F sharp is an accidental to raise the 7th. Let's bring it down now. So we're coming down in the key signature alone. So no raised 7th. Back to the E flat as part of the key signature. 3 over is our B flat. 4 over F natural, no raised 7th. No raised 6th, so back to the key signature. Key signature of B flats, 3 over. Takes a little bit of practice, but practice and practice makes perfect. Let's have one more go. Key signature of B flats, raised 6th is natural, raised 7th becomes sharp, tuck after 4. B flat is key signature, tuck after 3. Raised 6th is natural, raised 7th is sharp, finish, and now we come down in the key signature alone. So we just want E flats, 3 over, B flats, 4 over, E flats is key signature, 3 over is B flats as key signature. Let's have a look at that in the left hand. The same principle remains, still 3, 4, 3 fingering, a key signature of B flats and E flats, but then we have a raised 6th and 7th. Here we go. B flat is key signature. 3 over is E natural now, raised 6th. Raised 7th is F sharp. Now it's 4 over. B flat is key signature. 3 over raised 6th gives us E natural. Raised 7th is F sharp. Finish, and then we come down in the key signature alone. E flats 3 under, B flats 4 under, E flats 3 under, B flats, and finish. So by all means practice that hand separately. Pause the video, go back, drop back in and out until you feel like you're beginning to get it. It takes days and days of practice, so you won't get it all at once. Let's have a look now at hands together. So once you've got that, so you feel quite comfortable with it, hands separately, let's go hands together. So the black and white keys are going to fall at the same time because we're going to go in similar direction. They will fall in a similar time. However, the fingering pattern is going to have to alternate. So the right hand will lead the fingering pattern as we ascend. The left hand will lead the fingering pattern as we descend. Let's have a look at that in practice. So here goes. G, A, B flat is our key signature, tuck after 3 under in your right. Now it's 3 over in your left to raised 6th, E natural. Raised 7th is the F sharp, that's finger 4 now in your right, so we tuck under after that. So thumbs are always home on G. 4 now in your left to follow the pattern. B flat, part of our key signature. 3, tuck under in your right, make sure you get all the way to the C. 3 over in your left now to follow the pattern. Raised 6th is natural. Raised 7th is an F sharp. Finish. And now we're going to descend. Your left will lead the fingering and we just need the key signature. So no raised 7th. back to E flat as your key signature, tuck after 3 in your left, now 3 over in your right, B flat, 4, now under in your left, now 4 over in your right, F naturals, E flat, tuck after 3 now in your left, tuck over 3 in your right, and finish. Takes a little bit of practice. Let's have a look at that now. You're aiming to get that so it's fluent, and once you feel like you're comfortable with it after a good amount of practice, think in twos and it'll flow a little bit more musically. So that's the G minor scale in melodic minor form. I hope that's been helpful to you. If that's been helpful to you, give me a thumbs up. That'd be really encouraging to me. And if you like and subscribe, you'll be sure to get notified of all the different things that I've got for you. I've got so much that I want us to learn. If it is that you're practicing these scales as part of your ABRSM exams, then if you pop to sharonbill.com, I've got some free PDF sheets for you that you can download, and that will help you to practice your scales in rota. It's likely that you're going to have to be doing your theory exams, and I have a theory book available to buy on Amazon, and it's all exam techniques and tips to help you to get the most out of your ABRSM exam. It's built out of years and years of entering students and knowing what works well and how to best use your exam time. I do recommend that to get the best marks that you possibly can. It should really help you. So I hope that's been helpful to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.